This is a little reminder of the games we play in the Matrix. You are very aware of the legal system, which is all fiction, of course, an illusion of law. And it is up to us to learn the rules to play by. And in the end, the easiest way around it is to learn the truth of yourself first, the truth of who and what the legal system is, and its final goal and aim. And then from there, you should be able to set yourself free. This is a mind game, and you have to realize that you are the real thing, the real deal, the living man, whereas the legal system is purely all fiction and an illusion. So bear that in mind and learn the words, learn the procedure, learn the truth, and that shall set you free. Also, be aware the easiest way to not play the game or get caught up in the game simply means you do not play. You do not recognize anything from the other side. It is very simple, and once you get it, it works a treat every time. And once you realize that that legal name is not you, and all the legal system is none of your business, you do not have to play unless you consent by using that legal name. So once you see the little trap and you free yourself from the illusion of thinking you have to fight for your freedom, it is not quite like that. It is really much simpler. So from here, you must always realize that if it is not you they are talking to, it is none of your business. You do not have to take liability for the name. That name is Crown copyrighted property. So when you get into a conflict with police over the legal name, all you simply do is accept what they're giving you. Do not answer questions, or simply say, I do not answer questions, or you can come back with a question for them to prove that you are, in fact, a legal name. It's all proof of claim. So once you receive your infringement notice, or whatever you get from the legal system, seeing it's none of your business, you must return it to the rightful owners. So send it back within 72 hours to reclaim your sovereignty. Thank you. So my next move is now to bundle up all the paperwork, which includes an exposure of the fraud by Kate of Gaia, which is the legal name fraud scam paperwork, along with several other or lawful, I should say, lawful documents which state that you do not have to give identification when asked. Also, the other piece of paper I send is my birth certificate with big red letters across the front of it explaining that this is evidence of aiding and abetting a fraud. All you need to think about is if you didn't create it, it's not for you. So I'm telling you now, it is all about frequency and vibration. Once you get the hang of it, your vibration will go up and you will be in a higher state of mind and are much more alert and aware of the truth that will set you free. And just also think about, this is purely a mind game. So once it's eradicated out of your mind, you are the winner. Another little thing I might add is there is no money in existence. There is no debt in existence. And therefore, if you're thinking you can pay off a debt or a charge administered by the court, think again and make the point. You cannot pay a debt with debt money. The money we have now is all debt, and it is fiction. So it is impossible to actually do that. And again, it is not your problem, because it is not you that has been charged. It is always the legal name who they are claiming is you. So this is the trick that you must learn. Once you get it, you'll be fine. Have a nice day.
I am under contract by the one prime creator. I am merely a child of creation, and all the power still exists within me with my free will choice and my rights to be free on this planet, Earth, Gaia, whatever you want to call it. And I will stand in defiance of all evil and corruption that exists at this time, on this timeline. And I hereby declare that I am revoking all contracts, agreements from the past, from the now, and from the future that is not in accordance to creation's law.
Knowing that everything is a contract and we have 72 hours to accept or not, because what they give me was 3 infringement notices, one for driving without a licence, one for an unregistered vehicle, and one for not having a licence. So what I did is I bundled them up into a A4 envelope, which I'll show you pictures of again, and just headed it fraudulent transaction, which is exactly what it is. And it was done in fraud. So I tell the truth, always tell the truth. I'm not saying this is the be-all and end-all of solutions, but it is the rules of contracting. That is your grace period. And I just put on attention the officers involved in pulling up of vehicle blah 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 on such and such a date. Refer to infringement numbers, 3 numbers I put down, and then my stickers on the bottom. Which you are getting out the information, putting out the exposing the fraud, and that's my whole aim, and that's all I do, and that's the best defence, if you want to call it a defence. It's really not a defence, and it's not anything. It's just the truth. It's all it is. And they can't handle it, of course, but they must know. And my aim is to inform every time I can, inform. So they have the paperwork you'll see, which all explains everything to do with the legal name again, and how they are committing fraud and enticing me into slavery simply by asking me for that legal name, address and date of birth. I did give them, he did ask my date of birth, and knowing that the birth date is completely different from the born date. The born date is your registration of the DNA, which is your first certificate, which you don't normally get. It's very hard to get hold of that. Which is your live birth. So I give them my born date, estimated it to be 7 days previous to the actual date on the birth certificate. They also got a copy of my birth certificate, by the way, which has got the big red letters across it. Evidence of aiding and abetting fraud. And this is really all you need to hand the copper, without any words spoken. It says it all. He can't do much more. He just wants the evidence, and there it is.